Hello and welcome to the Status Chat for Friday, May 22, 2020. Now, things I think are going pretty good. I've been telling you on previous Status Chats, I thought that this economy was going to rebound fairly quickly, that we had pent-up demand, that people were growing ever more frustrated. I think we've seen some of that here lately reflect itself in the news. Now, if you have real property to sell in the greater Murfreesboro, Rutherford County area, then call Dale to sell at Benchmark Realty, 615-409-SOLD. That's 7653 or 615-809-2323. And people ask me, Dale, is it a good time to sell my house? And I say, well, matter of fact, if you want to, it's a great time. Anytime you want to do, it's a good time to do it, because you can't have a sale without a buyer, and buyers can't have a buyer without something to sell them. So when I looked at the system just this morning to give you some numbers, because I don't like to overload stuff with too many numbers, there were 8879 active listings in the MLS, of which 4254 were under contract. That's 48%. Those numbers tell me something right off the bat. One, we've got some pretty serious conversions going on here if 48% of the properties are under contract. Also, for the size of Tennessee is about 6.5 million people. We got a huge bunch of them in the Middle Tennessee, Greater Nashville, Rutherford County, Wilson County, Williamson County areas and around the area. So 8879 is not a lot of listings. You wouldn't think for the size of area that we have. So our inventory is low, which means if you list your property with me today, then we're going to get more people looking at your property because there are fewer properties to weed through and settle through. So being a seller in a low inventory market is not always a bad thing. Now, how does that affect? Their finances will affect that too. Well, the uncertainty of the pandemic has led to financial products being offered to you at low rates and even unbelievably low rates. And then they may bounce around a little bit. They're low. So if you've got the credit and you've got the motivation, you can pretty well much qualify and buy a house if you just do your paperwork. We'll just get you a finance guy and do that. Credit, if you've got the credit and the income to qualify, they're still writing loans. We're still doing good as far as that goes. We just got to get you in there, find you someplace to buy. Now you'll see this right up here. I got these gadgets. They're not props. I've been working for a future show that I'm having technical difficulties getting my audio and everything work out. Well, I've got one of many finance people, one of the close guys I know that's real good to work with. He goes out of his way that can explain to you better the mortgage market, because that's what he does. He does mortgages. So rather than me get it in there, I'm telling you that the rates are low. I'll bring you somebody who may give you a little better idea. Now, we know that things are going on. In the previous video, we talked about the taxes, how Middle Tennessee is not like the other areas. We already have a very good market, very good draw, and people are leaving these high tax places and coming in here. Some of these high tax places are also places that are not letting their people go. They are holding them back, and I don't want to characterize what they're doing, but they're slow to reopen their cities and states, and holding people back in a high tax environment can lead to some frustration. And I suspect that when things really start to boom, we're going to get covered up. We're going to get covered up because we're going to see a lot of people that are just tired of that and going to even want to come to Middle Tennessee even more than they have before. So let's look for some of that to happen. But if you want to sell your house, it's still a very good time. The indicators, I think, are there. We need to talk about that. So you see my numbers at the bottom and at the top and at the edges as we do this, just like it is every week. And it's good, and it's going to get even better. So thanks for stopping in and listening to today's show. Again, 48% under contract on the market, inventory low. Yes, it's a good time to list your house. Is it a good time to buy? Yes, if you want a low mortgage rate and of course you feel confident in your economic future, rates are low. Can you qualify? That's the clue. And if maybe next week we'll have a mortgage guy, well, we're going to do that. We're going to just talk, chit chat back and forth, and I'll have his information if you want to talk to him. Get with him, get with me. We'll get you taken care of. If you're buying or selling, we'll get you taken care of. Anyway, I appreciate you. Appreciate you stopping by. Chin up, soldier on, keep calm, carry on. Thank you for watching.